You might think you know reality, that the world around you is solid, dependable, and unchanging. But what if everything you've trusted about things is a grand illusion? Fascinating space facts and mind-blowing science suggest that solidity is just a convenient trick of perception, crafted by forces invisible to our senses. Imagine living your whole life believing in walls, chairs, and tables as real, only to discover their patterns of emptiness and interaction. Here's the shocking part: the very atoms making up your body are mostly void. Universe explained, the solidity you rely on daily is emergent, not fundamental. Deep space exploration and cosmic phenomena reveal that what feels stable is actually an intricate dance of fields and probabilities. Science explanations challenge our most basic intuition, and once you glimpse this, nothing about reality feels the same. Think about it: if the world isn't truly solid, how do you navigate, touch, or even exist? Space discoveries hint at hidden structures, invisible interactions, and astonishing cosmic mysteries that define what we call matter. Space storytelling shows that understanding this paradox doesn't just change your science knowledge, it changes the way you experience life itself. Are you ready to see the universe differently? Fascinating space facts, deep space exploration, and black hole facts await, unraveling the illusion you take for granted every day. This journey will bend your mind, challenge your senses, and reveal a reality that is far stranger, and far more beautiful, than solidity could ever suggest. Since childhood, we've been taught that the world is made of things, solid and unyielding, as if every object were a perfect block waiting to be stacked. It's intuitive, almost automatic: chairs, trees, tables, everything seems tangible. This mindset gives comfort because it simplifies life. After all, knowing things won't vanish suddenly is reassuring, right? Classical science fully embraced this view, seeing matter as continuous and predictable, almost like the universe is a giant set of perfectly aligned Lego bricks. This approach lets us calculate movements, predict outcomes, and build sturdy theories. It works well for everyday objects that we can see and touch. Yet, as deep space exploration and astronomy explained, this idea falters when we peer into the microcosm. Imagine the universe as a structure of perfectly fitted bricks. Each brick represents the smallest unit we can perceive, and logic tells us the structure is stable. This image helps us understand space, order, and consistency. But it's just a comforting metaphor. Behind those bricks lies something far stranger, a cosmic mystery waiting to be uncovered. Once we dive deeper, this brick model begins to break down. Reality doesn't fit so neatly. Experiments reveal that the solid blocks we take for granted aren't what they seem. Our perception of stability is largely an illusion, shaped by everyday experience and limited senses. Fascinating space facts show that what feels solid is often mostly empty space. Interestingly, this sense of solid things is essential for survival. Without it, every step, touch, and interaction would feel chaotic and dangerous. But even though it's useful, this perception hides mind-blowing science. Matter, when looked at closely, is mostly empty space, ready to reveal secrets that defy intuition. And it is here that curiosity nudges us beyond appearances. If the idea of solid blocks doesn't hold, the question arises: what truly composes what we perceive as things? It's a cosmic phenomenon that invites deeper understanding, space storytelling, and prepares us for the astonishing truth about emptiness within matter. It's astonishing to realize that what seems solid is actually mostly empty. At the atomic level, space facts reveal that atoms are made up of tiny nuclei surrounded by vast voids. Imagine a pea sitting in the middle of a massive stadium. That's the proportion of matter to empty space. It's a cosmic mystery that completely changes how we perceive reality. Science explanations tell us that atoms aren't dense little balls, they're dynamic systems where electrons whirl around a tiny nucleus. Deep space exploration and experiments in quantum physics confirm this emptiness. Yet, to our eyes, tables, walls, and planets appear completely solid. Fascinating space facts show that solidity is an illusion created by interactions we don't directly perceive. Consider how mind-blowing science explains rigidity. Even though atoms are mostly void, they behave as if they were packed tight. Space discoveries reveal that forces between particles, electromagnetic and quantum interactions, maintain structure. It's like a cosmic choreography where emptiness and force combine to create the reality we experience daily. A simple analogy helps. Picture a stadium full of fans, each moving but leaving most of the seats empty. You'd see a crowd from afar as a solid mass, but up close, it's mostly gaps in motion. Universe explained in this way helps us grasp why matter can feel solid despite being mostly void. It's organization, not fullness, that counts. Even in your own body, these principles apply. Your cells, bones, and muscles are composed of atoms with vast empty space, yet they function reliably. Space education videos often use this analogy to illustrate how nature cleverly uses emptiness to create order. It's a fascinating space fact. What seems solid is really an organized dance of particles. This discovery of emptiness within matter naturally leads to the next question. If everything is mostly void, why doesn't everything just pass through everything else? The universe explained by physics hints at invisible forces at play, teasing us with cosmic phenomena that defy everyday intuition and preparing the mind for the astonishing truth about what truly holds matter together. It's a puzzling question. If atoms are mostly empty, why can't your hand pass through a wall? Space discoveries show that the answer lies in invisible forces. Electromagnetic interactions create a repulsion between the electrons in your hand and those in the wall. Mind-blowing science reveals that contact is never truly physical. It's the dance of fields that prevents penetration. Imagine magnets hovering near each other without touching. Their push and pull is a perfect analogy for the forces that stop matter from overlapping. Universe explained in this way helps us see that solidity isn't an intrinsic property, it emerges from interactions we don't see. These cosmic phenomena are subtle but crucial for the world as we experience it. Even the simplest touch involves complex space storytelling at the atomic level. Every time you pick up a cup, you're relying on electromagnetic fields doing their job flawlessly. Fascinating space facts remind us that the everyday sense of solidity is a collective illusion maintained by fundamental physics. Science explanations also show that quantum mechanics adds another layer to this invisible scaffolding. Electrons occupy clouds around nuclei, and these clouds can't overlap due to the Pauli exclusion principle. Deep space exploration of particle behavior reinforces how non-intuitive this really is. The solid world we touch is actually a delicate balance of probabilities and forces. A personal analogy helps. Think of a crowded dance floor. Everyone moves, but no one steps on each other because of invisible social rules. Similarly, atoms respect invisible physical rules that create the impression of solid objects. Space education videos often use this metaphor to make cosmic phenomena relatable. Understanding this brings us to an even deeper question. If solidity is the product of invisible forces, are there conditions where it can fail? Black hole facts and cosmic mysteries hint at extreme environments where these rules break down. And so, we are naturally led to explore situations where solidity itself disappears, opening the door to phenomena stranger than everyday experience. There are situations where solidity as we know it simply vanishes. Space discoveries and deep space exploration reveal that in extreme conditions, matter behaves in ways that defy everyday experience. Superfluids flow without friction, and superconductors carry electricity with zero resistance. Mind-blowing science like this challenges our intuitive sense of touch. Imagine a liquid that climbs walls or passes through tiny pores as if boundaries didn't exist. Fascinating space facts show that these phenomena aren't science fiction, they're observed in laboratories on Earth. Universe explained, we see that solidity is conditional, a property that emerges under normal circumstances but can evaporate in extreme settings. Quantum states add another layer of strangeness. Atoms can collectively behave in ways that ignore classical rules, forming coherent structures where friction disappears. Space education videos often illustrate this with visually stunning examples, showing matter acting like a fluid or a ghost, entirely contrary to everyday expectations. Even familiar materials can show unusual behaviors under the right conditions. Helium becomes a superfluid near absolute zero, defying gravity and flowing endlessly. Cosmic phenomena in labs and theoretical models hint that the universe is full of such counterintuitive behaviors, which only careful study of space facts can fully explain. The insight is profound. What we perceive as solidity is not a fixed property but a collective outcome. Mind-blowing science teaches us that the more we probe matter, the more we see exceptions to our everyday rules. These anomalies remind us that reality is far stranger than our senses suggest. And this naturally leads us to the next question: if solidity is conditional, where does it really come from? Space discoveries hint at patterns and interactions that give the illusion of solid objects. It's a cosmic mystery waiting to reveal that solidity is an emergent property, not a fundamental one, opening the path to the next block. Solidity, it turns out, is not an intrinsic property of individual particles. Space discoveries reveal that it emerges from collective interactions. Just like a crowd moving together creates patterns, atoms and molecules generate behaviors that none of them exhibit alone. Mind-blowing science shows that what feels solid is actually teamwork at a microscopic scale. Consider a stadium full of people performing a coordinated wave. Each individual barely moves, yet the crowd creates a visible, organized pattern. Fascinating space facts mirror this. The solidity we touch arises from countless interactions among atoms. Universe explained, it's an emergent phenomenon, not a fundamental trait. Even in everyday life, collective effects are everywhere. Think of traffic flow, flocking birds, or murmuration of starlings. The whole behaves in ways individuals cannot. Space storytelling uses these analogies to illustrate cosmic phenomena, showing how emergent behaviors underpin reality. Science explanations also highlight that at atomic levels, forces like electromagnetism combine with quantum principles to create apparent stability. Deep space exploration of particle interactions confirms this. Solidity is a statistical outcome, a pattern that emerges from chaos. Space education videos emphasize that the hardness we feel is a sophisticated illusion. This perspective shifts our understanding dramatically. Black hole facts and other cosmic mysteries show that, in different contexts, the rules of emergence can fail. Matter can behave fluidly, vanish, or reorganize unexpectedly, reminding us that our everyday experience is only a tiny slice of universe explained. And so, we are led to a bigger question: if solidity is emergent, what does that tell us about our perception of reality? Space discoveries hint that the solid world is a grand illusion, crafted by interactions invisible to the eye, paving the way for the next exploration of scale, perception, and human limits. Our perception of solidity is deeply tied to scale. Space discoveries and astronomy explained reveal that humans evolved to survive, not to perceive the universe at atomic or cosmic levels. What seems solid up close or far away is filtered through senses adapted for everyday life. Mind-blowing science reminds us that reality is far richer than our limited perception allows. Imagine looking at a wall from a distance. It appears uniform, impenetrable, and solid. Fascinating space facts show that up close, under a microscope, it's a lattice of atoms separated by vast voids. Universe explained, scale changes everything. Our senses naturally simplify complexity, hiding the cosmic mysteries lurking beneath the surface. Even time and distance alter our perception. Deep space exploration teaches that celestial bodies can seem massive and static, yet they're dynamic systems of energy and particles. Space storytelling demonstrates that understanding matter and energy at different scales reveals layers of mind-blowing science hidden from everyday awareness. Consider an analogy with a net versus a solid sheet. From afar, a net looks like a wall, but close up, it's mostly empty space. Space education videos use this to show how human limits shape our interpretation of the universe. The reality we experience is tailored to our survival, not to absolute truth. Our biology ensures we perceive stability where there is mostly emptiness. Black hole facts and cosmic phenomena remind us that extreme scales, whether microscopic or astronomical, expose the limits of human intuition. Fascinating space facts reveal that solidity is a perceptual shortcut, not a universal constant. And this naturally leads to a profound question: if what we perceive as solid depends on scale and perception, then what is the universe really made of? Space discoveries hint at patterns, forces, and information underlying matter, setting the stage for exploring the true nature of reality in the next block. If solidity is an illusion, then what is reality made of? Space discoveries and astronomy explained suggest it's not things at all, but patterns, relationships, and probabilities. Mind-blowing science shows that what we perceive as objects are emergent phenomena, stable enough for us to navigate. Cosmic mysteries reveal a universe that is more like a symphony of interactions than a collection of blocks. Consider waves on the ocean. They appear as solid crests, yet they are just patterns in moving water. Fascinating space facts mirror this at the atomic and cosmic level. Universe explained, matter behaves similarly, a temporary, organized pattern of fields and forces rather than an intrinsic object. Space storytelling helps us visualize this invisible dance. Quantum mechanics reinforces this idea. Electrons exist as clouds of probability, and particles are defined by their interactions. Deep space exploration and space education videos often illustrate how reality is a network of relations, with no solid core. Mind-blowing science reminds us that solidity is just the story our brains tell. Even our daily experience is shaped by these illusions. What we touch and see is the outcome of countless interactions, invisible forces, and emergent patterns. Black hole facts and cosmic phenomena suggest that at extremes, these patterns can shift or vanish, revealing the underlying fluidity of reality. Imagine a city at night from a plane. The lights create streets and buildings in our perception, but from another angle, it's just points of light and gaps. Space discoveries show that the universe works similarly. Objects are emergent patterns, temporally stable yet fundamentally dynamic. Fascinating space facts make this mind-blowing yet beautifully comprehensible. So, we live in patterns pretending to be objects. Space storytelling and universe explained reveal that reality is less about things, and more about interactions, information, and probabilities. Deep space exploration hints at even greater cosmic phenomena, inviting endless curiosity about the nature of existence itself, looping us back to question our assumptions about the world we experience. Now that you've glimpsed the astonishing truth behind what we call solid reality, it's time to ask yourself, how will this change the way you see the world? Can you start noticing the invisible patterns and forces shaping everything around you? Mind-blowing science and fascinating space facts show that understanding these interactions isn't just intellectual, it's transformative. Think about your daily life. Every object, every interaction, every touch is a dance of fields and probabilities. Universe explained, nothing is truly solid, yet everything feels stable. How does that change your perspective on what you rely on, what you trust, or even how you experience space? Deep space exploration and black hole facts remind us that our perception is only a slice of reality. The more you question, the more cosmic mysteries unfold. What patterns are you missing in your own life? What forces are shaping your reality without you even noticing? If you want to keep exploring mind-blowing science, fascinating space facts, and universe explained in a way that reshapes your understanding, don't stop here. Subscribe to the channel, activate notifications, and continue your journey into deep space exploration and cosmic phenomena. And don't forget, there's a video appearing on the screen right now for you to watch. It dives even deeper into the mysteries of reality, giving you more insights into the astonishing patterns that make up the universe. Your journey into understanding reality has only just begun. Keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember, what seems solid is only the surface of a far stranger, more fascinating universe.